Hi friends, Gypsy Spirit here, aka Rhonda Ferguson, and I am back with video 2 of this mini series of There's Got to Be a Better Way. So in the last video, I laid the foundation using the triangle that we are a spiritual being of light and love. We are the awareness or the observer of the two-part ego. And the two-part ego is the fearful victim and the angry protector. Now that we've laid out that foundation, we can clearly see that all of our thoughts are not our own true thoughts. Most of them probably come from an egotistical mindset. The problem is that they all say I. And so when we have a thought that says, I'm so angry right now, it's really important to be able to distinguish, is that my true self or my false self? And when we are not able to do that, when we have no idea that we even have an ego, we are constantly following the guidance of the egotistical thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and then we will just react. So this video, video 2, is all about how to respond from your spirit rather than to react from your ego. So when we are triggered, like I said in the last video, it is extremely important that we are aware that we have been thrown out of peace, and we pause and we do 4-4-4 breathing. Breathe in 4 seconds, hold it 4 seconds, and then breathe out. Do that 4 times. That will calm down your adrenaline, your heart rate, bring you back to your true self. It clears your mind, and you can decide in that moment, am I going to react from my ego or am I going to respond from my spirit? So today I'm going to teach you this miraculous process of taking control of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, how to process and how to respond rather than to react. Because when we react, we will suffer the consequences of feeling guilt and shame and regret because we did not respond as our true self. So when you're triggered, the first thing you do is breathe. The second thing you do is decide, am I going to react or respond? And then you start processing. The first question you ask yourself is, what am I feeling? So you ask yourself, what am I feeling? I'm feeling angry right now. The second question is, why are you feeling angry? I'm feeling angry because they said or did this. The third question is, what's the truth about this situation? What's the truth about them? What's the truth about myself? Usually the truth is about them, that they're reacting from their own ego. And the truth is about myself is that it's probably triggering something in me that needs healing. And we'll get to how to heal that thing in our third video of what I call heart surgery, where we go much deeper. But for right now, we can just identify and recognize that there's something in me that needs healing. And so, how am I, this is the fourth question and the final question, how am I going to move forward right now? And we want to move forward by responding from our true self by using 2 narratives. Either help me to understand why you said this, why you did this, or when you said this or you did this, it made me feel this way. When you can respond from your spirit with those 2 questions, you are now opening up a dialogue. You are now going to have, hopefully, a healthy conversation, a vulnerable, transparent conversation, so that healing can happen. That's what we need to move forward, is we need to have a conversation. We can't move forward if we're going to label, get angry, attack. That is not going to help us heal and grow. And that's our whole intent, is to heal and to grow. So there you have it. When you're triggered, I want you to pause and breathe and ask yourself, am I going to react from my ego or am I going to respond from my spirit? And then instead of thinking about the situation, egos love to just think and meditate and ruminate on this thing that happened and what I should have said and what they did, because why? It wants you to go into victim mode. It wants to veil who you truly are as love, light, peace, joy, gentle, good, kind. It wants to keep you trapped in feeling like a special victim, which then will make you feel superior to that other person. Remember, the ego just wants to feel special. If it can't feel like a special victim, then it'll resort to feeling better than others. It just wants to feel special. But by you taking the time to pause and to breathe and to ask yourself, am I going to respond or react? You are setting yourself free, and you will no longer be a victim of your ego. You will not be in bondage or a hostage to your ego any longer, and you have just stepped on the path of healing. So I look forward to meeting with you again in video 3, where we will go much deeper on healing our trauma, and so we could heal all those triggers, so we're no longer triggered and we're always in control and we're always responding as our true self. See you next time.